What's up, everyone? Thralls here once again. I'm Necrotic now.
I'm Jammin John.
And we have an album review for you, or rather a split EP. And generally we don't do like split EPs. I think I've only done like one before, but this one I definitely wanted to do. So today we are going to go over the split EP from Ritual Necromancy and Fossilization. This comes out on the 25th of February on Everlasting Spew Records, which is home to all sorts of killer death metal. And well, I was super excited about this because we definitely know both of these bands.
Yes, and Will. Fossilization, I know when their last EP came out, I know that was on my end of year.
Oh, so good.
Ritual Necromancy, of course.
Disgusting. I actually have their first two albums, Oath of the Abyss and Disinterred Horror, and this band just thrives on sounding evil and cavernous and disgusting. And it's kind of cool because both of these bands are from two very separate parts of the world.
Yes.
Ritual Necromancy is from Portland, Oregon. They formed in 2008 and actually share members with Ascended Dead and a whole bunch of other killer bands. And then Fossilization is from Sao Paulo, Brazil, and this is only their second release like ever. They have just the EP and now the split. And man, Everlasting Spew could not have picked two heavier fucking bands.
Agreed. Tito, good job. Giorgio, good job.
Wow. So this split is only 3 tracks, but it is almost a half an hour long. And you get 2 tracks from Fossilization and one massive motherfucker of a track from Ritual Necromancy, which that is how it opens.
God.
Yeah, we're still kind of recovering.
Yeah, like, man, just standing outside talking about this, just both of us are just like, ugh.
Enter the depths. This song might be the heaviest, dirtiest, filthiest 15 and a half minutes of death metal I have listened to.
In quite some time.
My God. This is such a dark, cavernous listen, kind of bordering on death metal and death doom, because you get both of those sections. In fact, the whole front half is
death doom
and just sludgy and evil. And then it starts building up to more intense sections. You get that kind of incantation sort of style death metal. Definitely very similar to bands like Mortiferum, Sempiternal Dusk, and definitely some Hooded Menace, except, God, this sounds so fucking evil. Yeah,
and it never relents from that. While there's a lot of twists and turns from this song, the sun never shines.
No.
Never. There's not a single point where you're like, oh, I get a break from feeling terrified. Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
This song is essentially a fucking zombie that crawls out of a pile of mulched corpses, and then after sort of kind of getting its legs underneath them, starts chasing you full speed, trying to murder the fuck out of you.
Yep. Meanwhile, you're in quicksand.
Yeah.
And there's no turning
You're dead.
back.
You're fucked. You are fucked. But man, is this song awesome. And 15 minutes and 30 seconds of just nasty death metal, and somehow it did not get old. It was really well paced.
It didn't feel like 15 minutes. We were like 10 minutes through when we both looked at each other like, it's been 10 minutes. Has it? It doesn't feel like it, but man, just oppressive, filthy, evil.
It's magnificently written too. Like, I love the pace of it, the slow start, the extra heavy middle, and it's, again, so well paced. The dynamics are set up so well that you get this steady sort of increased energy to this more fast-paced sort of mid-section of the song, which contrasts with the very doomy section that starts it off, and then it kind of closes on this somber atmospheric note. There's a really cool build-up near the end.
Yep. Little double kick and like bass, kind of a segue into what I think is a hook at the end.
Yeah. There's some harmonies on there that are, well, like melodic-ish. Like, these aren't like pretty melodies.
Harmonies.
Disharmonies.
Definite.
Nightmare-inducing soundscapes to anyone that doesn't like death metal. To us, wow, that was really nice.
Wow, I had a good time. Yeah, it was great for me. But I can see where this might terrify others.
And it should.
Goodness gracious.
But yeah, this was how it kicked off. And yeah, we're going to track by track this since there's only 3 tracks. And you have 2 different bands. But yeah, Ritual Necromancy fucking destroyed. Honestly, This might be my favorite thing that they've done. I like a lot of their stuff, but they always seem to have like very muddy production, and the production on this, for this song, and actually for Fossilization stuff too.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yep.
Like,
yep.
Raw, gritty, very analog sounding.
Yep.
Like, you can hear the hum of like the guitars and amps and
feedback and shit, but
mixed well.
Yeah, it's still a little muddy, but it's not as muddy. You can make everything out, and I think the atmosphere of just the mix itself really kind of helps out these songs.
And I think it has to have like some murk to it. Like, the vocals contribute a lot to the atmosphere in this song. There's lots of gurgles. They're very low and very cavernous, but you also have these gasping screams and growls. Yeah, except with a lot more reverb.
Yes.
It sounds absolutely haunting, especially at the end where they kind of layer all these sounds. It was like, oh, dude, that is hellish. I like it. Play more.
Yep. So that concludes the Ritual Necromancy portion of the split. Good God. Blech. But as if that wasn't heavy enough, it kicks off then with the 2 Fossilization songs. The first one, Exalted in the Altar of Insignificance.
Great title.
How metal is that? And it immediately tosses you down the stairs into a bonfire. Just immediately, just explodes into this giant, nasty, evil, dissonant fucking bleh.
Oh, and these raw vocals, like, they are definitely different than Ritual Necromancy. They're not as deep, but they sound very throaty and very rough. It's almost like they just got a corpse to actually just barf into a microphone. Like, that's perfect. You nailed it.
Good job.
Now,
keep doing that.
Let's put that thing back before it bites someone. Both bands pretty much have this drenched in evil sound, and kind of a carryover from the EP from Fossilization. They love these big, layered, atmospheric tremolo riffs, and that is exactly how this kicks off. But this time, I think Fossilization threw in some different elements.
It definitely stepped it up in the dynamics department. And don't get me wrong, of course, everyone knows I love dissonant tremolo evil, but there's definitely more in the song structure here.
Yeah.
First of all, heavy as fucking fuck throughout. It's blasty at some points, you get chugs, you get different riffs, and that's really cool for Fossilization, who hadn't yet brought that to the table.
Yeah, a lot of their stuff was way more on the atmospheric side, and again, they kind of just worked that tremolo and that sort of slower groove, and then pockets of blast beats. This one is kind of that, but again, you have some Death Doom breaks. You have, blast beat riffs that actually have a pronounced chug to them.
Yep.
The fucking floor toms on their side of the split.
Dude, just gigantic. Imagine like a 24-inch kick drum turned on its side. Dude, blow!
Huge.
Wow. When it does go doom in this song specifically, like the doom breakdown is absolutely skull crushing. Just fucking murder.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this thing was already death. Like, this is just like stepping on a squishy corpse and trying to pull your foot out of it. It's gross.
Sure.
Wash your shoes.
It does get a little melodic towards the end of this song, though,
yes,
which is interesting. Now, granted, it's still in a bleak, uninviting, horrific sort of way.
Atonal harmonies.
But it's a little melodic.
I mean, it kind of reminds me a bit of Hooded Menace. Like, Hooded Menace knows how to work those still rather unpleasant melodies, but they're melodies nonetheless, and they do create a hook for, people like us. And then you have the second track by Fossilization, With Blood and Feathers. And this song's definitely different than the first one. This one is even more atonal. Like, it opens up with a wall of dissonance. Like, it is just a static, sort of droning tremolo riff that, I don't know, it just feels uncomfortable.
It's like a swarm of murder hornets just attacks the band.
The band? Nah, the listener. You get, us.
Us and you.
We're all fucked.
Listen to it. Everyone's fucked.
This song is odd. Look, it has some odd transitions, but man, does it lock in on some just absolutely dreary melodies. Like, again, I have to put the air quotes up because the hooks on this song I think this song in particular are way more dissonant, way more atonal, and again, this is kind of like different in terms of what they gave us on the EP.
Sure.
It's more aggressive, but also brings that dissonance. But the songwriting is definitely different because a lot of their stuff was a little bit more straight ahead.
And this melody was almost like conducting an evil symphony.
There
just the hook.
Yeah.
You just can't help but go like this during the hook. Yeah.
It's great. Honestly, it's probably one of the most pronounced hooks on here because, I mean, with Ritual Necromancy, you're waiting for the next giant hook and then the next one and then the next one. This one is one that is repeated throughout this entire song, and it's a serious fucking earworm. Now, I also really think the production on here is absolutely awesome as well. Like, it's a little bit, like, chunkier versus Ritual Necromancy, but it also sounds really good, well separated in the mix. One thing on this whole thing, though, I don't think there was, like, a single, like, legit solo.
No.
But I don't think there was room for him with all the other fucking evil chaos going on.
Right, I don't think in something like this there has to be a solo. The point of these songs is not necessarily an overall song, per se, more as it is an experience and a feeling and just,
riffs and atmosphere and Satan.
Satan.
Those are the three main ingredients on here, and holy shit, this is just a dark, twisted fucking listen, and I loved
right,
every
and I
second
loved it.
of
Right. What does that say about us? Like,
Plenty.
It really was.
Nothing that they already don't know.
That's true.
But this is another one to throw on the pile of awesome stuff that I've heard this year. Fucking hell, dude. Both of these bands absolutely killed it. Again, it's great hearing them with better production, and if this is like a teaser for what is to come in terms of the future from both of these bands,
Then yes.
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 Absolutely yes.
Do it.
He's very excitable.
I am.
But I want to give this 4.5 stars. I fucking loved it. I mean, outside of maybe a couple of odd transitions in the second Fossilization song, which still was fucking great, I don't have any complaints. Production, absolutely awesome for what they're going for.
Brilliant.
Like, this sounded so dark and dismal and fucking evil. Like, this album sounds so thick with guitars and murk and filth, like, this won't scrub off, and I don't want it to. I'm gonna let it live on me, because I'm gonna jam this again and again. Holy shit, if you guys have not heard of either one of these bands, this would not be a bad place to start.
Really, no shit. Fucking, ooh. If this was the first time I'd heard of either of these guys, I'd be sold.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if this isn't the first time you've heard of them, well, there's more awesome stuff that they both released. So go out, get this. It's fucking awesome. I'm probably going to try to find a shirt for both.
Yeah. 4.5 for me as well. It would be a 5 if it was longer. That's it. That's my only gripe.
I don't know if I could take it if it was longer.
I don't know. But man, I want to hear more. It is just absolutely terrifying, oppressive weight, bleak, dark, evil. Again, all the things I love about death metal.
All the things written in your dream journal.
Man, the production really, really gives way to making these songs as nasty as they are. I can feel the weight of the album still on me after listening to it. You know, I'm definitely going to go back and listen to it again. Definitely a step up for both of these bands, who were already whoop-ass to begin with. I mean, man, what a good time. I'm going to jam this a lot.
Yep.
A lot. And you should too. Definitely go pick this up. Swing into Everlasting Spew if you've never been there.
Yeah.
Because holy shit, these guys just keep kicking out the jams.
Oh, dude. And honestly, if you're US based like us, Night Shift merch,
Yep.
indie merch carriers, like just get some Everlasting Spew stuff, because they sign top notch shit.
Yes, they do.
This very much included.
This and very much this. This album is great.
So, if you enjoyed this review, give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe, because we do stuff like this all the time. We're also on Patreon. If you'd like to help us out there will be a link down below. There will also be a link for our giveaway going on. Once we hit 10,000 subscribers, we are going to be giving away one of our new shirts, which are available to purchase at our Shopify store, linked to our website. Definitely go check those out and go pick one up if you like. But once we hit 10,000 subs, we're going to give away one of those shirts, a $100 gift card to Bandcamp, and the new Alien Weaponry on a limited edition vinyl that's like ocean blue. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw it earlier, actually. It's neat.
But yeah, all that can be yours. All you have to do is like the video, comment on it, and you're entered. Thank you guys. We are about 200 and change away from getting to the 10,000 mark.
10,000.
I know. We love that your taste hasn't gotten any better and you keep coming back here. That's absolutely awesome.
Right. Thank you for keeping your standards low. We really appreciate it here at Thralls of Metal.
This has been like a huge thing for us, and we can't believe we've gotten this far. And we look forward to like going over a ton more music, more rankings, all the fun shit, because we are obsessed with metal.
Yeah, that's pretty much. We're obsessed.
Pretty much it.
Yeah, yeah. Been obsessed with metal for longer than I haven't been obsessed with metal. So
yeah,
you know.
Wow, that is in no way sad either.
No,
right?
None.
Okay, cool.
I'm no way mourning the loss of my younger years.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you all very much once again, and we will catch you later.